Hey guys! So today we have a video on as you can tell by the title, a gift bag, a kind of a teacup or a mug gift bag using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and a few scraps of course and designer paper, but the base is a 12 by 12. And what I'm going to do is score at every 2 inches. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then, of course, you don't have to score at 12. And then you're going to flip it around. And you're going to score at 2 and 10. And then you're going to go ahead and burnish those real good. And one of those is going to be your bottom, and then the other is going to be your top. So the bottom, it doesn't matter which one you choose, you're going to cut slits in every section where the slits are, every 2 inches. You're going to cut those, and it doesn't have to be, you know, a real straight cut, because you could even angle it if you want so that they would fit a little bit better. It is up to you. And then you're going to go ahead and fold your top, go ahead and fold that down, and then you're going to go ahead and burnish all the other score lines that you have. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And then that's going to make the base of your mug or cup, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a mug because, I mean, it's kind of long. It ends up being 8 inches long, so I guess it's more of a mug rather than a teacup. So, alright, now with your designer paper, you're going to go ahead and cut strips that will match the score marks. So I went ahead and did 8 by 1 3/4. Because I wanted the length to be the same as the mug, but I wanted there to be a little bit of orange left over around. So that's why I went ahead and did 1 3/4 rather than 2. So 8 by 1 3/4 are your panels, and you can use whatever colored designer paper you want, or you can even make the mug base out of your designer paper. And then when you have your scrap piece left over, you're going to go ahead and cut that to 6 inches by 1 3/4, I think, or 2, I don't remember. I should have written that one down. No, it's 1 3/4. Yeah. And then, well, I guess I'm still working on that. Then you're going to go ahead and put all your panels on. I was going to save one of the little panels blank so that I knew where I was going to put the handle, but you can go ahead and, you know, put it on right away. Then you're going to need scrap piece of paper. Let's think of our words here. And it'll need to be 2 by 8. I made mine a little shorter and I ended up not liking that. So I would recommend going with a 2 inch by 8. And then you're going to go ahead and fold it in half, and you're going to put some tape or glue, whatever you're using, on both sides. And then you're going to put it on the end panel, and you're going to fit it right up to the edge. And then you're going to go ahead and bring the other edge on top of it, so that way it's binding them. It's a construction piece, so then you're just going to go ahead and make sure that sticks real well. Once you have that all together, then you're going to go ahead and squish it down nice and flat on the table. And you're going to take your tape or glue and you're going to use it on the top part of the square. Just one line right down the top. And I accidentally had mine taped to the table, but it was the easiest way. Then you're going to go ahead and fold your squares, and you're going to do like crisscross. So it's kind of hard to describe, but you're going to do one, and then you're going to do the one that's straight across from it, and then you're going to make sure that they're sticking really well onto that tape on the first little bit there. And then you're going to want to take a little square scrap piece of paper and put that down on the bottom or even a circle, just for stability, really. And I guess if you really want it to be decorative. But I don't think people are going to be really turning over it, so you could just do a plain piece of paper if you wanted. But right on there. That way it secures it nice and good. Then you're going to go ahead and put on your panel well, if you left the panel off to make sure you knew where you're going to put the handle, that's where you're going to go ahead and put your panel back on. And then you're going to make your handle, which is from your scrap piece of designer paper that I talked about. And you're going to go ahead and put some tape or glue on either side on the ends, and then just make it into a handle shape, really. And that way you don't have to even use any special tools, really. Now I'm using mine for a bag of coffee that I'm going to give to my sister-in-law. So I went ahead and put that on in there. And it kind of takes a square shape just because the coffee is a square. So if you put something round in, it should be fine. I mean, it still looks like a mug, so. And there is what it looks like, undecorated. But I'm going to go ahead and use the October free Digi that you can find on my Facebook, Cutie Fox. And I'm going to color her up, or him. It's more like a girl, but I'm going to color it up with some Conda markers from Hobby Lobby. And I just printed her off on some Staples cardstock. Nothing too fancy. Just kind of blending reds and browns mostly, and then some grays. And then I'm going to take some of that scrap paper that I had from the mug and I'm going to make an outline around the Digi and trim off some of it. And I'm going to trim off the corners. I was going to corner around it, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, so I went ahead and just used my scissors to chomp the corners off. And I accidentally got a little smudges with my markers, so I took a white Jelly Roll pen and made those disappear. And I took some orange burlap and glued it on, taped it on, put a backer on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on the mug so that it will stand out, pop up against the mug. Because I didn't want it flat, just in case those ridges needed to move or anything. And I end up using some adhesive squares and my tape runner to go ahead and fix the sides to the mug, which took me a while to get down because of the burlap, but it's pretty secure now. It's not going anywhere. I think the the Digi turned out super cute, and I'm excited to use her on more things. And make sure to show whatever projects you end up using with her, or any of the Digis, because I really want to see what you guys do with them. Because hopefully I'm not the only one just using them. Alright, and that is it. That's it. So I hope you have a crazy day. Not too crazy, good crazy, not bad crazy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!